actually taking the piss. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. How are you doing? I have two of the same cushion and it looks like long sausage dog Beetlejuice face behind me. £2 in Asda. I was like, oh, I'm having those bad boys. So today I have something that is gonna hurt my self-esteem, but we're used to that. Today I am going to read some of your assumptions about myself, because I clearly don't hate myself enough. I asked you guys on Instagram for your anonymous assumptions about me. It said, tell me everything. Be brutal. If you saw me in the street, what would you think? Would you think I was gonna rob your granny? Would you think I was gonna come around your house and shit on your Christmas tree? Maybe I would. I haven't gone through these. I turned off notifications. I have not gone through these. I waited until my heart could handle this level of rejection, and today is that day. Let's do this. Is today that day? Yeah, bitch. Today's that day. I don't know if today's the day. I do ramble, so I am going to try and go through these as quickly as I can, but please be gentle. I am just a small human with a big mouth and a big heart and a big flat bum. So please be kind, be gentle. Please don't make me cry. Here we go. You shower 1 or 2 times a week. I wash my hair 1 or 2 times a week, but I shower every other day. I can't shower every day. I don't like it. I don't like my hands to be wet, so I know it's weird. I wash my hair twice a week. I try to do it once a week, but I have PCOS, makes my hair naturally very greasy and oily, and it just will not go in a once a week routine. But I shower every other day. I'm naturally a sweaty Betty. So even if I showered every day, I'd still waft. You want to rescue every animal that needs a loving home you see in Facebook groups. If yes, same girl, same. Yes, I do. I want to rescue every single freaking animal that is in the world. I need to start applying for game shows. Like catchphrase. I would kill at catchphrase. You don't understand. I am a catchphrase. Stephen Mulhern would not know what hit him. Does he still present that? I want to build a ferret, like an outdoor ferret cat, what are they called? Like cat conservatory, what are they called? What the frack are they called? They're like cat conservatories, what are they called? I can't remember. It's really like a cat conservatory. It's a really easy, I really want to build one of them and have more ferrets because we don't have the space inside our house to have more ferrets again. No, not category. What is it called? Yeah, so I need to start applying for like TV game shows, Traitors. Oh my, I would die on Traitors because I can't lie. So unless I was a faithful, and then I'd get really angry if they accuse me. If you accuse me of lying when I'm not lying, I get really angry. So if they're like, Emily's a traitor, I'm gonna be like, I'm not a traitor! That could be quite funny. I might apply for Traitors. But then if I am a traitor and they accuse me of being a traitor, then I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I am. What are you gonna do about it? Yeah. What was the question? Yeah, so I need like to go on game shows on telly to win some money, or I need to win the lottery, but I've been playing the lottery for like 10 years and I haven't won anything, so I've given up on the lottery. So TV game shows are where it's at now. Big Brother, come for me. Oh my god, I get kicked out in the first week, screaming at men. We really want to rescue more animals, but I don't think people realise how much money it costs to have so many animals, and we've had to kind of pull it back now because pet food is going up, puppy pads are really expensive, puppy pads are going up, vet bills, our ferret has to have injections, he's not very well. It costs a lot of money and we've had to just majorly pull that back, and I would love to rescue loads of ferrets because there's so many in my local RSPCA and I want all of them, but I just can't. I just can't. Your fave biscuits are ginger biscuits. I actually hate ginger. Like the flavour of ginger. When you're pregnant, you're supposed to eat ginger nuts to stop the morning sickness. I couldn't. But fun fact, donkeys love ginger nuts. Love them. My dad had two rescue donkeys. My dad rescued 2 that were abused from walking on beaches, and Every time we'd go and see him, we'd take a pack of biscuits and feed them, and donkeys love ginger nuts. I don't know if they're allowed them, but they love them. You accept your child for who they are and will support them through anything. Absolutely. Ooh, postman. I've got no trousers on. I think if you're not willing to accept your child no matter what, you shouldn't have children. They didn't ask to be born. It's your job as a parent to raise them, accept them, and guide them, not to cult leader your beliefs onto them. I'm not religious. I am not religious at all. My in-laws are Christian. They were Christian missionaries. My partner grew up in Papua New Guinea as a Christian missionary. They teach my child about God, and I'm so happy about this, because though I am not religious and I did grow up going to Bible camp and being a Christian child, I have decided that that is not what I believe. I don't want to sit down with my child and be like, there's no God, there's blah, 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 blah. Our child knows that their parents don't believe in anything. They know that their grandparents are heavily into religion and they are deciding what is best for them, what they believe, and I think that's how life should be. You shouldn't force your beliefs onto children. You should guide them into making their own decisions, and yep, that's what we're doing, and I will accept my kid no matter what. Your mascara is always a little crispy. It is! It's because I don't care about mascara. I just want my eyelashes to be black. I don't really... Because I wear glasses, I don't fanny about with fake eyelashes. I wish I could. I might try and start because I love fake eyelashes, but I hate the feeling of when they touch my glasses. I might start but I just want my eyelashes to be black. I don't care if they're crispy. You mentally think and act younger than you are. I think the nonce you were unfortunately the victim of caused you some deep trauma. Oh my god, like I feel like my eyes are watering. I think the nonce you were unfortunately the victim of caused some deep trauma that keeps you in a state that makes you come across like a teenager. Like you're mentally stunted as the age you were when you first got together. Wow. That, and I'm just a millennial. I do think having such a big chunk of my life stolen, I don't like to think of it as stolen, but I essentially I think it was. I think that keeps me in a state of I don't really want to mature. Like, not mature, but like I don't really want to be a grown-up in the sense of being a real grown-up, if that makes sense. But at the same time, my whole life, I've never been, I don't know how to word it, I've never been career-minded, I've never been able to focus on getting older. I don't know how to explain it, like I've always been this, I've always been childish in a sense. I mean, and it's turned out alright because my kid freaking loves it. Like, I'm the cool parent, and so's my partner. We're the cool parents at school, which earns me mom points. So I kind of agree with that, but I also kind of don't. I think there's an element of millennials are just cooler, and we grew up in a time before the internet when kids could go out and play outside. We experienced life and I can't explain to you what that was like. It really was the best time, and you just had to be there. You just had to be there. What was the question? I am mentally stunted though, but I don't want to give them credit for that. They get enough credit for taking bits of my life. I don't want them to have the credit for the fun part of the mentally stunted bit of it too. You find pet hairs in your food. I find pet hairs literally freaking everywhere. And do you know what? I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I'm gonna try and show you. Somewhere here, under my screen protector, is a pet hair. When you have ferrets, their hairs get freaking everywhere. Everywhere. Especially when we wear black clothes, they show up on everything. But you know what? Wouldn't change it for the world. All of our pets have been rescues, and if we have to have a little bit of hair on everything. I don't care. Those babies deserve the world. They've come from, especially like, I think the most recent ferrets we got, Vince and Vern, we've only got Vince left now. They were passed from RSPCA to RSPCA, like from different charities. We recently found out, because we actually found their adoption notes like 2 weeks ago, that they were adopted before we adopted them, and they were taken back. They were taken back to the RSPCA because they're such dickheads. Vern bit the shit out of my hand. I had to go to hospital. He bit my hand so hard that I thought I needed stitches. It was so freaking bad. But you know what? We've loved them. We've nurtured them. Vern's dead now, but Vince is so, like, he's an old man. We think he's about 9, because when you adopt them from the RSPCA, you don't find out how old they are. But he is such a little tiny baby now. Like, he will lay in our arms and go to sleep, and he just loves old man cuddles, and he's come so freaking far from the bitey, angry boy that was once probably had abandonment issues. He's now just a little old man that's finally realised that, oh, actually, these guys do love me. They are gonna look after me. They are gonna keep me safe. He's finally accepted us. We don't give up on our pets. So yeah, we find pet hairs in everything, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Just get yourself a really good Hoover. I assume you have a higher sex drive than Ben. Kind of on the same level. We've been together a long time. A long, long time. It's just kind of like, we just kind of look at each other and we're like, and then the other one will go, and then we're just like, and then all of a sudden we're naked. That you have a Halloween candy hot take. You don't like candy corn. I've only ever had candy corn once, and the shock, I tell you, I was shooketh when I bit into that candy corn and it was soft. Whenever you see it on telly, it looks hard. It looks hard. Why did no one tell me candy corn was soft? I need some candy corn now. Can you buy it in the UK? Candy corn. I can. I think someone sent it to me like years ago, years and years ago, and I never forgot that it was soft. Like, that literally blew my mind. And now I need some more. You love to fart. I mean, I don't mind a fart. I don't mind. We made the point of teaching our child young to say, whenever they fart, pardon me. No matter how much we try and teach them now, that sometimes you don't have to say pardon me. Like, if it's a very quiet one and nobody heard you, like, you don't have to. So no matter what, throughout the day, we'll just hear, pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. I don't know why that is so funny. It's like manners above everything. But yeah, I don't mind a good fart. I'm not ashamed of it either. I will fart in a lift, walk out, and double take back. You are bisexual. I class myself as pansexual. Like, I don't care. I know I joke on my channel all the time. I'm like, oh, I love Chris Motionless. I love Rhea Ripley. I love Will Ramos. Oh, who do I love at the minute? I have a new crush. I've forgotten who it is. Noah Sebastian, although someone said he kind of looks like Elon Musk and I can't unsee it. Even though I joke about those crushes, and like, I do really kind of have a crush on Chris Motionless, I don't actually find that many people attractive. If Chris Motionless actually like legit said to me, hey baby, come back to my club, I don't know. Like, deadly serious, I don't know, because it's a bit of a joke to me. Like, oh my god, I love Chris Motionless. It's a bit of a joke. Like, he's so beautiful, I love him. And yes, he is beautiful, but I don't actually find him as attractive as I can't explain it. I find humor so attractive. Like, looks fade. You could be so sexy to me one day, and then the next day, nothing. But if you can make me laugh, that is what I find. That is what I find sexy. See, that's what I like about Chris. He likes dad jokes, and when I met him, oh, see, I do find him sexy. And then when I met him on the last tour, we had a little exchange. I told him a dad joke, he squeezed my arm. So yeah, I do like Chris Motionless. I find people that can make me laugh attractive. Like, really, really. Not in a friend way, because like my friend Anna, I love her. She makes me laugh all the time. But that's a different kind of laugh. It's not I can't explain it. I cannot explain it. There's two ways to make me laugh. Anna is the friend way. Like, she's gonna watch this and message me and be like, what the f are you talking about? I don't know, Anna. She's the friend way to make me laugh. But there is another way to make me laugh. There's like a weird hot way. And my partner does the weird hot way. And not many people do the weird hot way, but Chris Motionless did the weird hot way. That's all I can say, because even I don't know how to explain it. It just happens. You love cheese. I do love cheese, but cheese does not love me. I am a level of lactose intolerant. So when I was pregnant with my child, I became lactose intolerant, which I actually found is quite common. I didn't know this, but it's actually quite common. But I can have cheese, just not a lot of it. If I have too much of it, I get really bad bellyache. Milk, I cannot have. Like, I cannot have a glass of milk. I can't have cereal. Milkshake, oh my God. Sometimes I will purposely have a milkshake to give myself a bellyache so that I can get through work faster. This is so weird, but it's like an infinite time loop I've worked out. So when I go to work on a Friday or a Saturday night, the time just drags. So I'll get a milkshake, go to work, and I'll drink it really, really slowly. And my belly will just hurt throughout the shift at work that I don't look at the clock. I stop clock watching and I focus so much on my belly. And I don't poo, I don't wee or anything. I just get like bellyache and I'm just like, my belly hurts. And I focus so much on my belly, just like, that the time goes really fast. And I know this is weird and it's probably like really not very good for me. But before I know it, the bar's shut, it's time to go home, bellyache's gone. Oh, would you look at the time? I can't explain it, but it works. But I love me some cheese. Mac and cheese is probably my death row meal as well. So it wouldn't matter if I shat myself. It doesn't make me shit myself, but it wouldn't matter if it did. You put down people who aren't alternative and think alternative people are superior to those who dress normal. Not at all. Have you seen my friends? Hardly any of my friends are alternative. Like hardly any of my friends are alternative, but my close group of friends are. So the thing that bonds me to people the most is your sense of humour. I could not give a shit what you look like. I care about if you're funny. If you get my sense of humour. That's literally all I care about. So where I work is, we have such a small, there's like 4 people including myself, 4 people that work in my bar. And there's one lady that has such my sense of humour. I think she's like 55? And she is very much not what I would call an alternative person. She doesn't dress alternative, she doesn't listen to alternative music, but my God, is that bitch funny. And I love her so much that I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what you look like. If you can if you're funny, I love you. That's all I care about. Remember this for partners as well. Potential suitors. Looks frickin' fade. Humour is forever. My partner and I look so different from, well, we don't actually. We look we look quite the same as when we first got together, just older. But we could have looked different, but our sense of humour is so much the same, and my God, we laugh every day. We make each other laugh every single day. Laughter, it really is the best medicine. That and sugar and hot chocolate. And scones. I'm really into a cheese scone at the moment. Actually, there's a cheese scone in the fridge, but it's got Ben's name on it, literally. He wrote on the packet, he wrote on the paper bag, Ben, because he knew I'd eat it. But I might just pretend I can't see that. I might just eat it. You like to draw / paint. I do not. I used to love drawing / painting. I didn't finish high school, and I went and I did like learning courses after that. I went to college and studied art, and I passed with distinction. Go into college and have like proper structured learning. So I freaking loved it, and I met one of my best friends there. But I literally spent the whole year talking about inappropriate stuff with my friend, getting perved on by our teacher, and then he slipped in a lake and drowned. And yeah, college was amazing, and I really loved it. But now I just don't have the patience to draw or to paint. But my family, like my dad and my child, like they're really artistic. I think Ben's family is really artistic as well. I used to love drawing, but I just do not have the patience for it now. You do drugs. I do not do drugs. I used to do drugs. No. Does it matter if they weren't like drugs? When I was with my ex, when I was a teenager, I did used to do drugs. But I do not do, I don't do drugs now. A lot of my friends smoke weed, but weed makes me sleepy, so I don't even do that. I hardly ever drink either. Even when I go to festivals, I hardly ever drink. I'll have like 1 or 2 cans of like Alco Pop cocktails a day, but I don't know, I just don't. You're a pretty damn good friend to people who you actually care about. And there's another one next to it. These ones aren't anonymous. I think you're probably a great friend. I don't have many close friends to have my little group now. I'm so protective of it. I will do anything for my little group. If they need anything, I'll do it. I will be there. Like my friend, literally yesterday, my friend's doing a counselling course. She was stressed. She was doing homework. I invited her to a last minute gig. She couldn't go. She was getting really stressed, and I sent her some cake. And I'm like, the Just Eat man is on his way. The code is blah blah. Just surprise, you've got some cake coming. Like, I will do a lot for my friends. Well, for one, thank you for putting up with me. And 2, like, I'm just so grateful to have these wonderful, strong women in my life that lift me up, that lift other people up. I would not be the person I am today without these women around me, and I'm just so proud of them. So proud that my child gets to grow up around one in particular, Charisse, Miss Jigglepuff, because she has been such an influence on my kiddo. I won't go too much into it, but like such a positive influence and just wonderful. Everybody needs a Charisse in their life. Your house is not super clean and tidy. We have pets, and if you have pets, a lot of pets especially, your house is never going to be super clean and tidy. There are pet toys on the floor, and ferrets especially, like ferrets dig through things. You'll see when I decorate my lounge. Ferrets dug a hole in the back of the sofa, a massive freaking hole. They scratched. I imagine cats and rabbits do the same thing, but I don't have cats and rabbits. They scratched a massive hole in the back of the sofa, and a hole down in the corner of the cushion of the sofa, and they just go in the sofa, and you'll be sat on the sofa and you'll just feel them like running beneath the sofa, and there's nothing you can do about it, because what can you do? We could board up the back of the sofa, the hole. They'll just scratch a hole in another bit of the sofa. Unless we board up the whole of the sofa, and then they'll scratch a hole in another corner cushion of the sofa. They will find a way. So we might as well leave the hole at the back that they've already done, where no one can see it, and just let them get on with it. Because all they do is sleep in there. Like, they're not pooing or weeing in there. They just go in and sleep. So, yeah, little shits. The rats ate the paint off the wall, so there's like a couple of like circles of paint missing off the walls, and I have photos of the rats like holding paint chips like that, but they're not eating it, they're just like nibbling on it, and then there's paint crumbs. What else have they done? They've just done like that. They've eaten the furniture, and they have chew things. They have so many chew things all in their cage, all around the floors, but they want what they can't have. And it got to the point where it was like, well, we are literally not going to stop them. Crack on, babes. Crack the f*** on. And our ferrets as well have free roam of the house. Obviously not when the rats are out, and you can't stop them. They're very good with their toilet. We have like puppy pads in certain places, and they always toilet on the puppy pads, so that's not a problem. But yeah, and tidy, we are a bit messy, but we have a lived-in house. Like our house is very small for 3 of us, and my partner Ben's business is in our house, because we had our living room, which I painted. The video is private now because it had my child in it. I painted our living room blue and made it all gamer themed. Our living room's now gone. That is now Ben's work room, because it's literally, I will show you when I do the room, when I decorate. It is literally stacked full of big back tellies, stereos, video players. You cannot enter that room. You cannot step in that room. There is a computer in there somewhere. There's so many tellies in there. I just... Yeah. What was the question? Basically, our house is too small for us, and we'd love to move, but house prices are insane, and unless we have a rich relative that none of us knew about that passes away, like, and just leaves everything to us, like, I don't think we're going to be moving for a very long time. If someone is rude at work, you stir their drink with your finger. I would too. I haven't done that. Mainly because they watch me make drinks. Like, there's nowhere for me to do that, but that is something I would do. You should never piss off people that make your food and drink. You're a secret Tory. How dare you? I am absolutely not a secret Tory. Never, nope, never will I ever be. No. I can't even give you a sassy comment to that, because no. You can't commit to having a piercing for too long. I'm actually the opposite. I will get a piercing and I will never take it out. Like, this has been my piercing setup for how many years? I know it might seem like I don't commit to piercings, because I've had like certain piercings done and then I always take them out. If something's wonky or not pierced how I want it to be pierced, I will notice it, and then I will notice it every time I look in the mirror, and then it will piss me off. Like, my nose piercings are not, one of them is lower than the other, and the only way I am not removing one is because I am planning to get another one done to even it out. And then I'll put a ring in this one. I think this one's lower. I'll put a ring in this one and then another stud to even out the other one. I don't know when. It also doesn't bother me enough to get it done, but I can see how people would think that I don't stick to piercings, because I've done a lot of piercing vlogs and then like I take the piercings out. Like, I can absolutely see that. But I do stick to piercings for a very, very long time. Like, I've had this set up for years now. I do really want more. I want 2 more vertical labrettes. My job is so... It's actually doing all right at the minute. Like, a couple of months ago we were talking about redundancy, and now it's going all right. So I don't want to get piercings done and then find out in a few months, oh, you are going to be made redundant. Like, I want, because what I have at the minute I can take out easily for another job. Yeah. And when you lose a piercing, like, I lose a piece of me. I'm just not ready for that. And last but not least, I assume you'd be cool to hang out with in duvets binging TV with snacks. I really am, and me and my friends, like, we plan to do this all the time, and then none of us are free at the same time, because I work every Friday and Saturday. My friend Anna works like shifts. My other friends work daytime, so they're free in the evenings, but I'm not free Fridays and Saturdays, and my other friend works different evenings. It's like, we cannot get a time when we're all free. But a duvet day with snacks and just blankets sounds heavenly. But I am going around my friend soon for her birthday for a pizza day. We haven't actually sorted it out. I don't know if she's coming around mine or I'm going around hers, but we're having pizza. I don't know if we're having pizza, I've just decided we're having pizza. If you invite me somewhere for snacks though, I will bring the snacks. You can say, oh, just bring one thing. Bitch, I will bring one thing for everybody. Love a snack. Because I go into a shop and my eyes are bigger than my belly and I'll be like, oh, I fancy something savoury. Oh, I fancy some crisps. Lettuce! I love lettuce sandwiches. Now I've got to get lettuce, bread, butter, chuck some cheese in there. Okay, we'll get a baguette. Let's make our own Subways. And I will just get so much stuff, and of course it doesn't get eaten, but I'll leave it at your house and then you've got Subways for the rest of the week. Why am I like this? And that is it. I've been sat here for so long, rambling of all the ways you guys think I'm a dirty bitch with no friends. Which I don't blame you. Do not blame you, because you're half right. I hope you enjoyed this. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. Thank you guys so much for your assumptions. I enjoyed this, and I hope you did too. I am going to love you and leave you beautiful bunch. Keep an eye on my Instagram stories for more like Q&As, assumptions, confessions and all that. That's where I put them. And I will see you guys very, very soon with another video. Much love, boobs. Take care of yourself, and most of all, stay weird.